Come to your mats, come down to your knees. Bring your big toes to touch. Spread your knees as wide as your mat. Let's come into child's pose. Walk your hands out. Rest your forehead to the earth. Let your body relax. Sink your hips down. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose. Let your breath untie the knots in your body and mind. Just take this moment to connect with your breath. Take this moment to feel how your body feels right now and set your intention for this class today. Maybe you want to build strength. Maybe you're here to release some emotions. No, this is a safe place. And it's okay if that happens for you today. Continue to breathe in and out through your nose. Slowly up. Come to all fours, stacking your hips over your knees, shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, lower your belly, lift your heart to the sky for cow pose. Exhale, roll your spine, dropping your head down for cat. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, fold. One more. Back to a neutral spine. Tabletop hovers. I want you to lift up and hold in tabletop. Engage your core. Breathe. Fingers spread wide. Continue to breathe. Engaging your core. Nice. Slowly come back down. Take a breath in. Breath out. Your inhale, lift, hovering again. Hold it. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Breathe. Come back down. Nice. Inhale. Press up, downward facing dog. Pedal your heels out here. Do what feels comfortable. Engage your core, relax your head. Press the earth away from your hands. Inhale, send your right leg up. Exhale, bring it in towards your chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull in your leg. Good. One more. Inhale, lift. Pull your knee into your chest. Come back to downward dog. Send your left leg up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, pull your knee to your chest. Good. 2, 3. Inhale, lift. 4, 5. Beautiful. Downward facing dog. Come high on your toes, bend your knees, send your gaze forward. Hop or step to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Take a moment here. Relax your head. Maybe you hug your elbows. Rock side to side. Bring your hands back to the earth. Good. On your inhale, halfway lift, keeping your spine neutral. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift all the way up, reach towards the sky, cactus your arms down, squeeze those muscles. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus, squeezing. Inhale, lift. Cactus, squeeze. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus your arms. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold from your hips. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Hug your elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your right leg up to the sky. Step forward for warrior 2. Hold your warrior. Remind yourself of what you've been able to overcome. All the times you felt you weren't going to make it through. You proved yourself wrong. You're more powerful than you think. Breathe. Engaging your quads. On your inhale, straighten your leg, lift your arms. Exhale, back down to warrior 2. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, lift. Last one. Exhale, hold your warrior. Breathe. Shoulder blades roll in towards each other. Core engaged. On your next inhale, send your right arm up to the sky. Reverse warrior. Breathe. Exhale, straighten your legs, shift your body forward, triangle pose. Gaze up towards your left fingertips. Your next exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg comes up, step forward, warrior 2. Hold it, breathe. Inhale, straighten your leg, lift. Exhale, back down to warrior 2. Again. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, back down, hold it. Inhale, send your left arm up towards the sky, reverse warrior. Exhale, triangle. Inhale. On your exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward, hop or step, halfway lift, spine neutral. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Tuck your tailbone, reach for the sky, shoulder blades in towards one another. Breathe. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step forward with your right leg, warrior one. Hold your warrior. Beautiful. Exhale, come down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg comes up, steps forward, warrior one. Reach your arms up to the sky, breathe. Feel your warrior. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward, hop or step, halfway lift. Fold, exhale. Inhale, chair. Tuck that tailbone, hold it. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back down to chair. Hold it for a moment. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come down to chair. Maybe you come a little deeper, squeezing those thighs in towards each other. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back down to chair. Hold it. Come a little deeper. Breathe. Good. One more inhale. Exhale, fold. Very nice. Come into a seated position, right into high boat. Hold it for a moment. Good. Now we're going to lower down, hovering into low boat. Down. Lift, high boat. Down. High boat. Down. High boat. Good. Again. Last one. Come down, back up. Hold your boat. Breathe. Spine tall, core engaged. Come all the way down. Slide your heels up. Lift for bridge pose. Squeeze your knees in towards each other. Reach your arms up. Send them over your head. Good. Back down. Over your head. Good. Make sure you're holding those hips up high. Good. Another one. Good. Bring your arms back down to the earth, keeping your hips up. We're going to do bridge marches. Lift your left leg. Lift your right leg. Good. Left. Right. Left. Right. Make sure you're holding your hips up. Left. Right. Beautiful. One more. Nice. Come down. Hug your knees into your chest. A little rock. And bring your hands underneath your knees on your thighs and start to rock all the way up. Good. You're going to flip all the way around to chaturanga. Lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Pedal your heels. Breathe. Lift your right leg up. Step forward, warrior two. Roll your shoulder blades in towards each other. Engage your body. Gaze out over your fingertips. Inhale, reach back, reverse warrior. exhale, straighten your leg, come forward, triangle pose. Inhale. On your exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg comes up. Inhale. Exhale, step forward, warrior two. Feel your warrior. You're so much stronger than you know. Your next inhale, reach your arm up. Beautiful reverse warrior. Breathe. Exhale, straighten, shift forward, triangle pose. Inhale. On your exhale, chaturanga. Go with the flow of your breath. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come high on your toes, bend your knees, gaze forward, hop or step to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. Bring your hands to touch. Come down to heart center. Shift your weight to your right leg and find your tree. Maybe your left foot goes to your ankle, your calf, or your thigh, avoiding your knee joint. Find your balance. Send your arms up to the sky. Look up. Feel the sway of your tree. Breathe. Inhale. On your exhale, send your leg back. Reach for your foot. Go into dancer's pose. Find your balance. Good. Just a little longer. Hold it. Hold it. Reach farther. Good. Lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Palms come together, heart center. Shift your weight to your left foot. Find your balance. Find your tree. When you're ready, send your arms up to the sky. Gaze up. Feel your wobbles. If you fall out of anything, it's okay. You can get right back into it. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. On your next exhale, send your right foot back. Reach your right hand forward. Left hand goes out in front of you. Press your foot into your hand. Find your balance. Gaze. Find your gaze. Gaze into something. Reach far, pressing your foot out as far as you're reaching your hand. Breathe. Good. Good. Reach up. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Come into high plank. Hold it for a moment. Take a breath. Slowly lower all the way down. Send your arms to your sides, palms facing down. On your inhale, lift your whole body, gazing down past your nose. Hold it for locust pose. Nice. Exhale, come down. On your inhale, lift back up, locust. Reach further back. Good. Hold it. Exhale, lower. One more time. Your next inhale, lift everything at once. Good. Keep your gaze down towards the ground. Hold it. Reach back a little further. Good. Exhale, come down. Shake your hips out. Nice. Bring your palms by your chest. You're going to lift for baby cobra. Lift. Hold for a moment. Exhale. Lower back down. Inhale, lift. Open your heart. Gaze forward. Exhale, lower. Again, inhale, lift. Hold it for a second. Exhale, lower. Good. Now this time you're going to push all the way up to upward facing dog. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in and out through your nose. Send your right leg up to the sky. Inhale. Open your hips, bend your knee. Keep your foot flexed as if you were pressing into a wall. Nice. Open your hips. Feel the stretch. Come back down, downward facing dog. Send your left leg up. Inhale. Bend your knee. Open your hips. Keeping that foot flexed. Beautiful. Come back down, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your right leg back up. Step forward, warrior two. Hold it a little bit longer. Breathe. Your next inhale, reach your arm up to the sky for reverse warrior. Good. Exhale, straighten your legs, shift your body forward, triangle. Your next exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg, inhale, come up to the sky. Step forward, warrior two. Find your warrior. Plant your feet into the ground. Engage both your quads. Shoulder blades go in towards each other. Feel your strength. Inhale, send your left arm up to the sky. Breathe. Exhale, triangle. Look up towards the sky. Your next exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Send your right leg up, step forward, high lunge. Find your balance. Bring your hand to your knee first. Ground your feet. When you're ready, maybe you do your palms to heart center, or send your hands up to the sky, drawing your shoulder blades in towards each other, engaging your quads. Feel your strength, engaging your core. Your next inhale, shift your body forward for warrior three. Flex your foot, toes pointing towards the earth. Feel your wobbles, gazing down. Stretch your arms out. Good. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your left leg up, step forward, high lunge. Find your balance. When you're ready, send your arms to the sky. Inhale, exhale. On your next inhale, shift your weight forward, warrior three. It's okay if you wobble. It's okay if you fall out. You can get back in. Engage your core. Reach your arms. Hold it. Feel your wobbles. It's okay. Good. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Come into low plank. And you're going to push up as if you were going into dolphin. Good. Come back down, low plank. Push up. Come back down. Push back up. Come back down. Again. Good. Come down. Come back up. Come down. Lift up. Then interlace your fingers and go ahead. If you're able to, go into headstand here. Take your time. Make your arms strong. Get your core strong. Send your feet up to the sky. Breathe. Focus. Focus on your strength in your arms and your core. You can do this. Breathe in and out. And hold it for a moment. Beautiful. Slowly come back down. Come down onto your knees. Roll over your toes into downward facing dog. Take a breath. Good. Send your feet out wide to your mat and come into Malasana squat. Press your elbows into the sides of your knees, pressing them out wider. Hands at heart center. Take a moment to breathe here. Bring your hands down to the earth. We're going to go into crow pose. Send your knees high towards your armpits. Good. Lift your feet. Bring your toes to touch. Gaze out forward over your nose. Hold it for a couple breaths. Beautiful. Come back down. Come down to all fours. Let's go into child's pose for a minute. Big toes to touch. Forehead rests to the ground. Walk your hands out even further. Relax. Feel your heartbeat. Just take a moment here to reconnect with your breath. Slow down, be intentional. Notice the energy you are bringing into this space and moment. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your nose. Maybe you take a nice deep breath in through your nose and open your mouth and let out a breathe. next inhale, slowly walk your hands back up. And come back onto all fours into tabletop, stacking your hips over your knees, shoulders over your wrist. We're going to thread the needle here. Send your right arm up to the sky. Inhale. On your exhale, thread your needle. Come down. Maybe you send your arm up to the sky. Maybe you reach it down your lower back, reaching for your thigh. Press into your right hip a little more for a deeper stretch. And just breathe. Slowly unwind. Come back to tabletop. Inhale, reach your left arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread your needle. Choose to stay here, reach your arm up to the sky. Maybe you send it down your back, reaching for your thigh. Breathe. Good, slowly unwind. Come back to tabletop, roll over your toes, press back into downward facing dog. Inhale, send your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, come forward for pigeon pose. Right knee goes to your right wrist. Your ankle towards your left wrist. Your back toe points out behind you, parallel with your mat. Walking your hands down, resting your forehead onto the mat. Just take a moment to feel the stretch here in your hamstring, in your hips. Your next inhale, slowly walk your hands back up. Roll over your back toes and press into downward facing dog. Send your left leg up and come forward for pigeon on your left side. Slowly walk your hands down. Breathe in and out through your nose. On your next inhale, slowly walk your hands back up. Roll over your toes, press back downward facing dog. Take your last Vinyasa, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, leg forward, and come to a seated position. Legs extended out in front of you. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, fold from your hips. Bend your knees. Just breathe in and out. Relax your arms. Flex your toes. Inhale and slowly roll your spine back up. Slide your right leg up and place it crossed over your left knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist from your navel. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Slowly untwist. Send your right leg down and slide your right leg up and over your knee. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, twist deeper. Slowly untwist and come to lie on your back. Slide your heels towards your fingertips. We're gonna hug your knees into your chest for a minute here. Rock back and forth. Bring your soles of your feet back to the earth. And press up for bridge pose. Hugging your thighs in towards each other. Maybe you clasp your hands together under your back. Roll your shoulder blades in towards each other. Inhale, lift higher. Hold it, breathe. Good. Slowly come back down and shift your knees side to side. You could choose to go back into bridge here, or send your hands by your ears and lift up for wheel pose. Your next inhale, press up, opening your heart. Good. Reach higher, breathe. Beautiful. Slowly roll back down. And hug your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Send your arms out to a T beside you. And slowly drop your knees down towards the left. And send your gaze out to the right, making sure your shoulders are down on the earth. Slowly send your legs back to center. And then slowly drop them to the right, sending your gaze out over your left fingertips. And just breathe. Come back to center and send your legs up, grabbing the outer edges of your foot for happy baby. I'm going to pull your knees in towards your armpits, your thighs down towards the outer edges of your lower ribs. Maybe you stay here, maybe you rock side to side. Slowly come down into your Shavasana. Maybe send your legs out wide, arms out wide, palms facing up. Take this moment to relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Inhale slow. Exhale slower. Soften your gaze. Now be. Just be. Begin to awaken your body by wiggling your toes and your fingers. When you're ready, roll onto your right side using your arm as a pillow, keeping your eyes closed. Take this moment to thank yourself for putting in the practice today and giving yourself this time. When you're ready, with your eyes still closed, press up into a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to heart center. Bring your thumb knuckles up to the center of your forehead. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all the love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Bow. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a beautiful day.